Daniel 7:22 through 23. We're going to read 23. And in the latter time, which we are in, of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up, right? Does he speak in dark sentences or dark parables, right? The one example that I always give is the snake poem, right? When he was first running for office in 2016, right? He used to go in his rallies and say the snake poem, right? And let's read the snake poem and let's see if he's talking, and let's see who he's talking about, right? If he's talking, he used to come in there and say he was talking about immigrants, but let's see who he's really talking about in this poem, right? Let's read it, right? On her way to work one morning, down the path alongside the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake. His pretty colored skin had been all frosted with dew. Oh, well, she cried, I'll take you in and I'll take care of you. Take me in, tender woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, tender woman, sighed the snake. She wrapped him all up, all cozy and comforted in silk, and laid him by the fireside with some honey and some milk. She hurried home from work that night, and as soon as she arrived, she found that pretty snake she had taken in had been revived. Take me in, tender woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, tender woman, sighed the snake. She clutched him to her bosom. You so beautiful, she cried. But if I had not brought you in, by now you might have died. She stroked his pretty skin and again kissed and held him tight. Instead of saying thanks, that snake gave her a vicious bite. Take me in, tender woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, tender woman, sighed the snake. I saved you, she cried, and you've bitten me, but why? And you know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm gonna die. Oh, shut up, silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew darn well I was a snake before you took me in. Take me in to the woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in to the woman, sighed the snake. Who you think he talking about, guys? Is he talking about immigrants? No, he's talking about himself, right? Talking about himself, right? He's saying this to people yelling, you want to hear the snake poem? Yeah, right? They're going in there. He telling people about himself, right? Interesting thing about this poem, right? It was written by this guy right here, Oscar Brown Jr., right? Who is he is a artist, a musical artist, and a civil rights activist, right? He is the one who wrote that poem, right? And it's very interesting that he says this poem, right? Because who you think he's talking about, right?